Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Vikings are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Ravens, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right.
Time to feature the offense and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph. They'll run it now out of the gun. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Kelly on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
When the Baltimore Ravens talk about stopping the run, they talk about to run the football. They just re-signed him to a new contract, making him one of the highest paid nose tackles in the NFL.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Cousins now from the 50. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. Third down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. Play clock winding down. Let's go. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down following the run.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Coming out of UCLA, Anthony Barr caused many arguments in the NFL. Not about his talent. That was first round all day. But how would he be used? Defensive end, outside linebacker? With Minnesota, they use him in both spots. And he's been a Pro Bowler in 2 of his first 3 seasons.
So 2nd and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time running out here on the play clock. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Let's go. 319.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And some room to roam now. Stephon Diggs breaks through the contact. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 91 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That one good for a 91-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Caught it just inside the 10 at the 9, and his feet did the rest. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. A spin. And some room to work. How about another? And now running right through it. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Following the interception, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They come up in an offset eye. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll go again with Kelly. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Here on the play. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep open, and this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Vikings now for 2 straight weeks are having trouble throwing the football. The Ravens have done enough on that end to disrupt the flow, and that's played into it as well. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, the quick pass and completion is made, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. They go up by 1. Cook's gonna boot it away. The return will start from the 49, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. The Vikings tied up at 7. Now 1st and 10. Here's the throw is hurried and picked off. Smith's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Cousins under pressure will throw the pick. Ravens defense happy to get off the field. After the INT, offense comes out now. The catch is made in double coverage, and he finds his mark for the score. Ravens up by a touchdown.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They'll look to throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
This one fielded at the 5. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll find Thielen work in the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Lets it fly for Thielen, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll hand it off to Kelly, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
2nd down, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that
they say.
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Shreds the tackle. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdown passes thus far.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Cousins setting up the screen to Kelly. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and 10, Cousins. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Cousins now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, this is Kelly. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Figure out how to fix things there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Green. Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big... They've got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Green, 39.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field.
The defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Going deep for Diggs. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Cousins again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Houston. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third. Throwing is Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot. And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do. To the air again, it's Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Cousins now on second down. A swing pass caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he steps away. Now he'll let it go deep over the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
2nd and goal. Defense dig. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And it was the Packers who were able to come away with a victory there. Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now here come the Ravens. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Ravens, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Ball.